Greetings, YouTubers. How are you today? I am Paul Thayer, and I am the creator of a video game called Hotel Elevator Man. And how this actually came to fruition is, as you can see in the lower right corner of the title screen there, it says for Alaren. My nephew Alaren wanted for his birthday, which I think was it's in November. Yeah. He wanted elevator buttons from my brother Tim for his birthday. And obviously, that is a very difficult gift to be able to produce for anyone of any age. And I looked into a few options of how to do that. And it was just too expensive because to buy the actual panel was like $150. And then, well, how do we make it work? How do we make the buttons light up? And how do we get the sounds that we want, etc. So I got to thinking, Alaren he really loves Super Mario Brothers. So I thought, okay, cool. Kid likes platforming games. Let's combine elevator buttons and platformer video games. And he often takes my brother to hotels and to go up and down the elevators quite often. So that's where the hotel part of it comes in. Hotel Elevator Man. So originally started working on this to make it for his birthday by November. Ran into some development issues getting things to work properly. Also, level design. Sometimes I felt like we kind of rushed to design some of the levels to try and meet the deadline by November, and so some of them were just absolutely terrible. So we did some redesign and things like that, made some better levels, and I think that we have. Oh, I was supposed to reset this. Well, I'll do that in a second. Um, as I was saying, I think we had better levels, and so we took another month and gave it to him for Christmas instead. I tried to keep it a secret, kept sending my brother Tim, I don't know if I was sending him videos or I think I actually sent him like pre releases of the game, compiled playable versions. And he lets his son use his phone a lot, so he ended up kind of getting a preview and knowing about the game before he actually received it for his Christmas present, um, which it was supposed to be a surprise. But the nice thing about it is that it kind of built his anticipation to receive the game, and he does like it. He does like it a lot. I realize now that it may be a little bit difficult for an 8-year-old kid, um, especially one who's not used to doing puzzle platformers. But he likes it and he enjoys it, and the fact that it is a little bit difficult for him allows the ability for my brother Tim and him to play it together. And the best kind of gift that you can give to anybody is something that you can all do together. So without further ado, I'll start talking about the game. So here obviously is the menu screen, and we see him over there dancing. And the reason that he's dancing is because he thinks that he is going to be able to leave work right now. So the backstory is this elevator guy that you see here, his name is HEM. Yes, it's an acronym for Hotel Elevator Man. He works at a hotel. He's going to get out of work one day, and his boss is insistent that he stays because he needs his help. And HEM says, no, I'm going home. I need to go home, drink beer, whatever it is that he likes to do after work. So he goes to leave out the back freight elevator and discovers that his boss has set up this world for him to have to escape from with spikes and certain death and security guards. Um, and he has to go through 19 floors of this before he can actually escape the hotel and go home for the day. There's keys to collect, which actually unlock a basement level that, as you can see in the menu here, the basement is blacked out. So once a level is able to be played, it will come up as white. When you actually click the button to play it, it will light it up, turn orange. This button right here resets the game. So any progress that you have, you'll reset. This button here is the game exit. Off to the right of the elevator buttons are the keys that are optional to collect. You don't have to get them, but they unlock the basement level. And so as you see, as you get keys, it will fill them in. Um, this skull right here is for your death count, total deaths during the game, which most people will be a lot. My brother Tim and his son Alaren, who the game was made for, had like 1,700 some odd deaths before they beat the game. Um, a lot of those were caused by Alaren really likes the sound of the death sequence, the splat sound that it makes, and some other things. So there was some purposeful deaths there. And down below here, where I'm pointing now, is a trophy. So once you unlock the basement and you complete the basement, you will earn a trophy, and that will signify that you have completed the game in full. Now, that was a feature that I just added, and also I changed the look of the buttons and the skulls and the fonts. So they were all really smooth, and as you can see, I have like a really chunky, like 8-bit feel going on in this game. A lot of our games will actually be developed that way. 'Cause we like that retro style and that look, and we like to see what we can do with only 16 colors. So at any point in this game, everything you will see is only in 16 colors, just like old 1980s computers. So I'm going to reset this game so I can start from the beginning because my goal is to keep this death count at 0 by the time I complete the game. Now, I have not been able to successfully do that. I have gotten as high as level 14 with 0 deaths. Um, but it's pretty hard, even as the game developer. The game is specifically designed to be difficult and evil and drive you to want to get out of there. There's a lot of design elements in here that we placed. For one, we don't have a tutorial to teach you how to play the game because we wanted the tutorial to be part of the gameplay. So as the levels progress, the first 7 levels pretty much teach you what all of the objects do in the game and how Hem interacts with the environment. And then after that, it starts to incorporate using those tools together. Well, not necessarily tools, but using the objects together to get the key and escape. The only new mechanic I think that is introduced after level 7 is lucky blocks, and they're interesting the way that they work. Um, And then there is a new block also introduced later that's glass, but it doesn't do anything really different from the dark gray blocks that my guy is standing on right now, other than the fact that they can be broken by a bullet from the security guard. And they're the only thing that can be broken by a bullet from the security guard. Ice, solid blocks of any kind cannot be broken by their bullets, as you will find out later as we play. So another thing, I'm gonna start this level off here. Um, Another thing is we designed the overall look. Oh God. Well, there goes that 0 death thing, right? So I'm gonna actually escape real quick, go back to the menu and restart and try to get that 0 again. I think it's because I'm talking and playing that it's making it more difficult. Uh, but we designed the actual like look of the game to be really drab and kind of dark. That's hence all the grays. And God, I can't believe I'm doing so bad. It's crazy. Um, Level 1. As you can see, the game is very evil. Probably could have done without putting this spike right here in there to allow a little bit of play while you try and figure out a blind jump there. Oh, screw it. I'm not going for 0 anymore. But we designed it to look very drab and gray, and we did that for a reason. We make it makes you want to get out of there. So very limited colors. It also helps bring some contrast to the main character that you're playing as. You know, you can see him a lot better without having to have a black outline. Like a lot of older games will black outline the sprite so that it's easier for you to see it on the screen. So this level is pretty interesting because this stat can be rather difficult if you don't do this right. So 9 out of 10 times somebody comes through and they do that, right? So since I've already died anyway, I'm just going to show a few tricks here. So, but what you really have to do, and hopefully somebody discovers how to deal with stacks early in the game because you have to do it later, is you need to get up real close like that, jump up. I messed that up. You can't move any crates, really. Because as soon as you do, you're gonna give yourself certain death because they will fall on your head and they will crush you. And they can fall on your head in the air too. Oh boy. Yeah, I got it. But basically, just stand right next. Tapping is really important in this game to get perfect placement. And I know that there's a move counter on the bottom and the center. But you can challenge yourself to do better if you want to. But really, all that matters to me is my death count. So as soon as I get that down to 0, then I'm going to be working towards like, all right, minimal amount of movements and stuff like that. So there's some replayability design elements in here. But I think the one mistake I made with that is that you cannot recollect the keys unless you restart all your progress. Which kind of makes sense, but if you were going to like go for completion and no deaths and minimal amount of movements, you would have to restart each time to be able to also earn the keys. Electricity is introduced here in our 4th level. Um, so this switch right here that I keep walking in front of is an electrical switch. You can activate any of that stuff by using the spacebar. So as you see, it turned on the electricity over here. That's what happens when you hit it and it's still active. So I'll get myself back up there, but you can see that as soon as I hit that, the ice right here to my player's right, but our left, melted because there is an electrical block underneath them, and there's also one on top. And when a circuit is made, it breaks through and melts the ice. So whenever you use that mechanic, you have to make sure that there is an electrical block on top of the ice. And I'll show you that in a second. So we see a similar situation right over here, right? So I can flip this electrical block or this electric switch and it turns on those first 5 blocks. But it's not connecting to anything else because the circuits are broken. It also isn't breaking this ice because there's no block where I am standing. And we also can see that, pushing a red switch makes those those blocks disappear temporarily until you come off of the switch. And so we dropped that one in there and the circuit went farther. So we could leave that block right where it's at. My son designed this level. It's a very clever level. It teaches you a lot and is also very difficult. So I made the circuit connection and I've broken the ice to get out the elevator door. But I made one mistake. I can't get this key anymore. So we'll restart, right? So drop that there. And we got to move these over because if I don't, I'm going to be trapped because the jump is too high to make. They fall in place. I hit the switch, melt the ice. I break open to get the key, drop that in, hit it, and go. Boom. Very well designed level. Kid was only like 14, 15 years old when we did that one. So, oh, I forgot about this level. Getting shot at right away. As I said before, you gotta be careful pushing crates in through the air, as they will get on top of your head and smash you. I did fix that, but I liked the difficultness of it, so I kept it in the game. Oh boy, got trapped there for a second. It adds a degree to difficulty. From what I've seen from multiple testers and players is that taking that out of there made it way too easy. And we want challenges in this game. A lot of people don't think they want challenges in video games, but they definitely want challenges in video games. So as I said, the first 7 levels kind of teach you how everything works. So blue switches now, right? Or blue buttons now. What do these do? Well, they manipulate other objects from the traditional thing that you've seen. So there's a trapdoor, right? And here we are dealing with another stack. It's important to get right next to it to jump up. All right, so we're going to need those ice blocks to get over. That comes off the red button to expose the bottom down there to let me get the key. And here I go. And my daughter, my 12-year-old daughter at the time, Zoe, designed that level. It's not too brutal. uh, and it teaches you a little bit too. Oh, security breach. This is one of my favorites. Using security guards to your advantage. Security guards will not move off of the plane that they're on, and they will shoot at you only if you're on the same plane as them. But you do have about a half second for them to cock their gun before they shoot. And you can find clever ways to kill those guys. Sometimes there's a level later on, I think it's number 12, which is like floor 1 2.0 or something like that. You don't have to kill him, but there's a way that you can. And it's just kind of like a release from all the stress that this game can cause you. So you definitely can do that. Most people I know that have played this have really enjoyed it, even though it's really irritated them at the same time. Oh crap, I forgot to do what I needed to do. I don't think I could have got that crate back. But yeah, they've become extremely frustrated with the game, but they still enjoy it, and that's the way that it was designed to be. Frustrating, but yet still fun. Oh crap, I forgot. I almost hit that electricity. I got lucky there. Alright, got the key through the trapdoor. Now let's get out of the elevator here. Go on to level 10, which is fun. I think I got a friend who's gonna start a live stream here in just a few moments. So you have to get security. This uses security guard to get you to go places that you need to go. But it's kind of difficult. So as you can see, you just drop that crate down. I gotta get that guy to break that glass. And then I can run through here and grab the key very carefully, because I will. And have slid into that electricity numerous times. That went really quick. But basically you get him to shoot through glass and ice to make the crate fall down. I think I said earlier that they can't shoot through ice, and obviously that is incorrect. I think it just depends on how close they are to it. Crap. I am really sucking at this. This level is like super easy and I'm dying at it. Okay, so I got the key. Or do I? Let's push this crate over here, turn on electricity, breaking the ice up there. And there's the real key. Oh, shoot. Those jumps are a little hard to manage sometimes. The controls are a bit wonky, but on purpose. Although in Hotel Elevator Man 2, The Basement Chronicles, the continuation, we love subtitles, we are going to have an adjusting jump. So as you can see, he jumps the same height no matter how much or how long I press the arrow key. So in the next game, we're going to make it to where the longer you hold it down, the higher he jumps, which is kind of traditional platformer, right? But I didn't do it in this game on purpose because it was a mechanic that I wanted it to be that way. You do stop, jumping when you hit solid platforms underneath you. So you have to get smart about the way you jump. And that's not really something that a lot of games I feel have done. So this is that one I was telling you about. I don't have to kill him to get that key, but that sure felt good to kill him and be able to get the key. But yeah, I feel like a lot of games don't add any complication or having to get creative with your jumps. So that's why I did that in this game. All right, let's see if I can do this in one shot. This is really hard. I hate this level. I've died like 20 to 30 times on it alone. But my brother Tim, now originally when I designed this, you're supposed to go across the ice and dodge bullets. But my brother Tim discovered an easier way, see, but I still did it. All right, so one death. That's not so bad. All right, we can do this. You got to get these jumps just right or you're screwed real hard. I mean, I even put this spike up at the top of there so that you could die. All right, so I can hop across there and get that key. I've done it before. But the object is to push that crate down there and then push it on that blue button right there. And now I have that block. But sometimes it's hard for me to get back up because of the ice. See? Just like that. Stupid ice. Why did I put that in there? I'll tell you why. Because I would have beaten this level in about 3 seconds had it not been there, right? Oh boy. I would have dropped down and went back around and went behind the crate. That would have been a better idea. Instead of trying to bounce around and be like, oh, I'm freaking out. Remain calm and you will make better decisions. It's just the fact of life, right? Oh, that sucked. That was kind of a glitch. I don't know why that fell off. Yeah, he didn't shoot at it until I fell down there. So I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but that was pretty cheap. Something I'm definitely going to have to look at and fix for the next game. I lost count of how many times I've died on this level. Maybe you guys at home are keeping track. I think I was at 12 when I started, so that makes 6 so far. Awesome. So you gotta bait these guys to shoot at you to break through the glass. Shouldn't have jumped. Break through the glass so that it can create openings for you to get through to the level. Oh, why did I do that? That was dumb. I knew that was gonna happen too, and I still did it. I don't know. Sometimes when you're playing games, that happens. Yeah, this button. You know what's crazy? How many times have I died now? I've died 9 times or 8 times, and this is the first time that I've ever had trouble getting him to shoot when I'm down that button. I can't believe I just made it. I think the ice actually helped me there get a little faster. Okay. All right. We did it. Ah, damn it. Trying my best not to swear. This game has definitely made me do that quite a few times. And I know that this is like, level 13, technically, for 14, because most hotels skip the 13th floor because of superstitions. I don't know if you knew that, but they do. That same glitch happened. I don't know why. I think it was because he was next to it, and there's something in the programming to pull it closer to him when it's directly next to him. So I'm gonna have to look into why that happened. Because I definitely don't like it, and I don't think it's anything that any player should have to deal with. Not even, somebody who developed the game. Dang it! I almost had it that time. I need to figure out how to cut and edit in this video software that I have here. I don't even know if I'm gonna beat my best, which was 30 deaths. I mean, I got 6 more to go, and I have quite substantially harder levels to come. Oh my god, I was right there. I'm already at 25. I can't even believe this. It's so stupid and retarded. Oh, did you see that bullet dodge? That was beautiful. It was a thing of beauty, and didn't dodge that one again. I can do it, though. I've done it several times. There's one time I did it in my first go. Couldn't believe it. And here I am, 14 deaths later, when I'm trying to do a demo video of my own video game, and I'm kicking my own ass at it. It's retarded. I can't even believe this. I might end here if I don't get it. And, no, one more try. I gotta give it the old one more try. We might get back to this as later. I'll get this video done and uploaded, and I died on the spike. And then I'll do more. I'll continue at level 14. Well, level 13, floor 14 when I get back. But I'm going to try this one more time. Oh boy. Alright. I did it. Yes. So much easier that way, but it is kind of harder to pull off now, I guess, now that I think about it. So, floor 15 here. Oh yeah. Ah. Yeah, not that time, buddy. So this is what I refer to, and I don't know what they call it in the actual video game development business, but I call it a relief level. So you had an extremely difficult level just before it, preceding it, and maybe a series of difficult levels, but I feel like the last one was definitely, dang it, the hardest out of like all of the preceding levels to this one. So it's still a bit frustrating, but it's a little bit easier, like once you figure it out, to execute completing this level with the key. And there's a few more coming up later that are also relief. I know I call it my relief level and I'm dying. That are relief levels to give the player some relief of the frustration that they had from preceding difficult levels. Alright, I did it that time. I might as well keep going. I'm not replaying constantly, so that helps. And what do we got here? Alright, the Lucky Block Challenge. So this introduces a new mechanic. These little question mark guys, right? So let me show you something about them. So this button over here is going to turn on the electricity, right? And so if I shut this off, I turn it back on. So as you can see, when I turn the electricity on, it turned it on initially, right? They're on now, and I can hit them, and I can make that guy come out and electrocute himself. You'll see the top left ones are. As soon as I shut that off and I turn it on again, they can only be activated once. So you have to be careful and make sure that you're doing the right ones. This one's designed to trick you to push that block into where I'm standing now, but you don't want to do that. You want to get it right there and hit this to get the crate. The one on the right is the security guard, and the one on the left is the key. And I know that because I made the game. Alright, so now we have... Alright, so this is a tricky, deceiving one. You can just jump over it and get it. But since it's blocked with circle blocks, it's supposed to trick you into thinking that you need to find a red switch somewhere. But since I made it, I know what to do. Alright, floor 17, Jack Be Nimble. The worst level that you will ever play in your life. You will learn to love and hate this level. Because you will need like 18,000 tries before you get it right. But I found it best to start there. Go down here, activate this switch. We hit this lucky block, which gets rid of that. Hit that lucky block, which spawns a crate. give myself some time to breathe and go deactivate the electric switch because I don't need it anymore. Now I push that down there to open up gateway to the key. Now it's just getting back. This can be the most difficult thing ever. Yep. I almost had it that time though. I was really close. I've never done it in one shot. Best I've done is in, I think, 3 shots. Oh, crap. I wasn't fast enough. I'm going to stop talking for a minute because I need to be quick in this level. Oh my goodness. Alright, here we go. Another evil aspect of this level is the constant shooting at you that you hear for the most part. There's not really any safe places until you do that. Okay, get back. No! Dang it. Had it. Didn't do it. Alright. Alright. Did it. Holy crap. I think there's a relief here. No. No, there's not. Wow. Can't believe I didn't get shot. Key was behind that crate. Okay. That went better than a lot of my past attempts. Now this one's interesting, right? I'll just kind of let you get the gist of what I have to do. So, a couple levels ago, I was able to jump through the ceiling. So, I should have learned, and not everybody does, that I can jump into the ceiling sometimes. Alright, so we want that crate to hit just the square blocks for now. And this gets kind of difficult, but right before you get there, right? And then the same thing here. And now we need it to do circle blocks and square blocks so that we can get down here and move. He shoots through the glass. We move that down there and we run this way and we get out. And I just screwed myself for the level because I need to have that crate that I just moved on that blue button so that I can get up here. So we'll restart and we'll do this again. And move the crate there, jump over here, hit the button, move out of the way. Alright, and grab this crate real quick. And, oh man, come on. You're making it hard for me. Dang it. Alright, there we go. Now I got it. Ah, missed the jumps. I was moving too fast. I gotta listen to his bullets because that will let me know when I can go. Oh no, we want just square blocks this time so we can run across there. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can get this done. Nope, I did it the wrong time. Dang it. Do you think, with the thousands of hours that I put into this game, Probably not thousands of hours, but I played it a lot. That I would be able to time this push by now. Dang it. I did it just before he was going to shoot. What was wrong with me? We're almost there. We got one more level to do, and it's fairly easy. Zoop. Oh, no! I think it still is going to work, though, because all I got to do is electrocute him. Yes, it totally worked. But pushed him up to the next level there for some reason. All right. It still worked. Yay! I've never had to do that before. And so now I can just get out. And before I play the next level, I keep hitting my microphone, I think. I can't hear my microphone right now while I'm recording. I'm going to go back to the menu. So we got all but one key, and the basement is not unlocked. So that's where we're at right now. And so we were at the top, so we'll go back there. And this is fairly easy to get. How long have I been recording here? So we're going on, oh man, almost 40 minutes. All right. Don't want those dudes to shoot each other because that guy needs to go down there. Gotta get another one of those. Dang it. And that's not our real key. I wonder where it could be. Now, how many of you out there have already figured out where the key is? I bet most of you. Because you guys are smart people, right? There it is. Alright. So now I'm going to get out and go up to the top of the hotel and be on the roof dancing because I made it out. Right? Congratulations, you made it out and you unlocked the basement. So the key comes floating down to me. It has no depth three-dimensionally. And now we have the credits. The hotel staff. Hey, that's me. And there I am again. And my son and my daughter doing level design. And Merry Christmas to my nephew. All right, so this is going to bring us back to the menu. And we'll play the basement, which is pretty interesting. It introduces a new, I guess, I don't know if they call it mechanic or what, but you have clones of yourself that move when you do, as you can see. And so let's see what we need to do to get out of here. And we don't want to kill anybody just yet. So now I got that brown guy over the electrical switch, which is going to break my ice. And now I need to get the gray guy to the blue button to hit the switch for that guy. So now we've hit the electrical switch. Let's make sure to turn that off so we don't electrocute ourselves. I'm going to put my guy in the elevator square. I can't go out because it says only you. Okay, so what does that mean? I don't know. That was close. I almost hit the spikes. with my main guy, and he's the one who needs to get out the elevator. All right, so I just pushed that block over there to release the gray guy from his entrapment. So now I can go kill this ground guy, and I still can't get out the elevator. So I must have to kill the gray guy. And now I'm out. Stevie Strobridge is hitting me up on Skype right now. And there I go. I got my trophy, and the game is complete. So we're going to exit this game and exit this video. Thanks for watching.